What up, baby?
Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Araceli, so you can call me Miss Purple, Purple Vixen, whatever you're comfortable with. But today we're going to be doing a tarot reading and we're going to be looking at what your future self wants you to know. It's a talk with your future self. It's my first tarot video, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I hope you guys like it. I hope it resonates. Yeah, so let's begin. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. But yeah, so how this works is I'm going to be putting the piles in front of you with crystals, and then you're going to take a look at the decks, meditate, you know, pick with your intuition, whichever one is drawn to you is the pile for you, and that message is for you. So yeah, I'll put the timestamps in the comment down below and in the description, so you can jump to your section. And yeah, let's get started, shall we? Okay, so here are the three piles. Okay, if you like to pick with crystals, we've got a tiger's eye over here, very nice and pretty. We've got a green aventurine. We've got a clear quartz. Okay, how it goes is this is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is pile 3. Take a minute to pause so you can meditate or see which calls to you, which one your intuition is saying you should pick, and then you can go to the timestamps in the description or in the comment down below. Alright, group number 1, if you chose pile number 1 with the tiger's eye, this is your talk with your future self. So let's begin with your present self. For your present self, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Now, we all know that Pentacles has to do with abundance, and aces always mean new beginnings. So you're probably ready for a new beginning to happen. You're probably going to be blessed with abundance. You're ready to take on a new challenge. This is a very positive card. So some of you might be feeling really positive right now. You must be feeling like you're ready for the next step of your life, the next new beginning. Maybe some of you are starting at a new job, at a new school, you're moving somewhere new things are happening and it's exciting and you're just ready. So that's your present self right now. This card is a reminder that you are like the time to manifest your dreams and to realize your potential is coming. So that is your present right now, your present self. So now with your future self, we've got the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands has to do with fighting for what you believe in, standing up for yourself, not giving up. As you can see, the man here, he's defending himself, he's fighting, he looks very determined. Your future self is going to thank you for doing this. Whatever challenges are coming, especially with the new beginnings you've got going on with the Ace of Pentacles, your future self is going to thank you for sticking to them. It's telling you that you need to make sure that you have the will to endure whatever challenges that comes with life, because challenges will come either way, and your future self is going to thank you for not giving up. So your future self is telling you to focus on. So for what you need to focus on, we've got the Devil card. Okay, so don't let this freak you out. The Devil card does not mean the literal devil. It usually has to do with temptation, depression, addiction. You might be feeling like you're trapped right now, because as you can see here, the devil has two people. He's got two people chained up there, and they don't seem very happy to be there with him. You know what I mean? So this is probably how you're feeling. So your future self is telling you to focus on what it is that is making you feel trapped and restricted. Focus on those things and find a way to go through it, because you do not need to tolerate anything negative in your life. You don't have to take on what does not serve you, and your future self is telling you to focus on that right now. Like, whatever does not serve you, focus on determining what that is and letting that go. Release yourself from the chains that the temptations or the addictions or the depression or the people, whatever it is, the negativity in your life, whatever that is, you need to identify it and let it go. You need to focus on the positive, and you need to remember that there are always options to get out of your current situation, and there are always ways that you can improve. So your future self wants you to focus on that. No matter how hopeless things seem like they are, especially with the 7 of Wands that your future self is going to thank you for, remember that you need to fight these challenges and stick to your guns and remove what does not serve you. That's the only way I feel like you can really embrace the abundance that you're ready for right now. So you must also be mindful with the Devil card. Make sure that you are not treating other people badly as well. Always be kind to other people. Your future self will definitely thank you for that, and they're telling you to focus on that. Now, when it comes to what your future self wants you to cut off, we've got the 2 of Pentacles. There are things that you are juggling that you don't need to juggle. You need to learn to balance things. As you can see, the person here is balancing 2 coins, and he's doing it flawlessly, honestly. But he can only balance the 2 things. He's not holding 3, he's not holding 4. So your future self wants you to cut off adding things to your plate, tendencies that make you add things to your plate that you don't need, that you can't handle. It's just too much. It's going to overwhelm you. You need to evaluate where you're putting your energy, and you need to cut back on what's not necessary, because this is what's going to keep you sane. Honestly, none of us can survive if we've got too many things on our plate. Like, it just makes us really stressed out. So that is what your future self is telling you to stop doing. You need to stop doing that. Now, when it comes to advice, we've got the 8 of Wands. Okay, in general, the 8 of Wands has to do with just, there is excitement and it's sudden, it's coming. You know, as you can see, like the wands, they seem like they're in motion, that they're flying, like they're going to reach the destination to which they're going really quickly. So your future self's advice with this is to take everything and just go with the flow, because a lot of opportunities, a lot of things are going to be coming. There's going to be a lot of progress, movement, action. Like, things are going to be happening at such a quick pace. Don't let it overwhelm you. Just go with the flow and enjoy whatever is happening. Think on your feet if you need to, and that will help you to see results. Your hard work is going to pay off, definitely, but things are going to be coming to you really soon. I'm assuming it's the abundance that you're ready for. It's probably going to be coming really soon, and you just need to make sure you just go with it, because it's going to be happening so fast, you know? A lot of abundance. It could be travel, it could be progress in a project, progress with your job, exciting times could be coming, holidays. You could be having a really good situation lined up. So that is your message right now, group 2. This is what we've got going on from your future self. Now we're going to go in with the Starseed Oracle and pick a card for what you need to know right now. So I'm just going to shuffle. Okay, we've got the Double Mission card. It talks about light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. Okay, some of you are light workers. Some of you are light workers, and you're here to serve a double purpose. Some of you are here to fulfill your own personal mission, but you're also here to fulfill a mission for the greater good and fulfill a higher purpose. And some of you might be feeling like you're running out of time. You don't know what you're here to do. You don't know what to do. And, you know, you're freaking out about it, right? I'm getting the feeling that because there are so many new opportunities that are coming with the Ace of Pentacles, this card is serving as a reminder that just stick to what makes you happy, what lights you up. Because by being yourself, because you are a light worker, by being yourself, you're going to be fulfilling both of your missions. Yeah, that is definitely what I'm getting, because by sticking to what makes you happy, it makes everything here that your future self is telling you much easier. Because if we recap, you've got new beginnings coming with the Ace of Pentacles, and you need to stick up for yourself, stick up for what you believe in. You need to work hard. You need to make sure that you are putting in your all, and you're not letting negative criticism coming your way, especially with the Devil card, right? Because we did say with the Devil card and the Two of Pentacles, you need to focus on finding what it is that's weighing you down and cutting it off, because you can't keep juggling so much, and your future self is going to thank you for doing that. And a lot of time is passing, things are happening, and they're coming at you quick, right? Things are coming at you really, really quick, and it's positive. It is positive. Like, I feel that there are positive things coming. You're going to be feeling great. You're going to be feeling positive, because you're going to be sticking to what makes you happy, what brings light to your life, to your face, to your soul. And you're going to be fulfilling your, not only your purpose as a person and what you came here to do, but the higher purpose. So that is your talk with your future self. That's everything your future self wants you to know. Group number 1, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Comment down below if it resonated with you, and I'll see you in my next video. Let me know what you want me to do next. Okay, bye. Alright, group number 2, if you picked this pile with the green aventurine, this is your talk with your future self. We're going to start off by talking about your present self, which is represented by the Page of Swords. This is you guys right now. The Page of Swords usually has to do with signify being really vigilant and having your guard up. As you can see, she's got her sword. Well, I'm getting that this is a female, but this person has their sword up. They look like they've got their guard up, and they're watching out. Some of you might be feeling like your guard is up right now. This card is a reminder to be patient and not to get into unnecessary arguments or conflicts, okay? But it can also represent fairness and speaking out against justice. So some of you might be having your guard up right now, and you need to be patient to make sure that you don't get into any unnecessary arguments. And some of you are feeling like something unjust has been happening in your life to you, your friends, or someone in your family, someone you care about, and you feel like you need to be a voice of reason, of fairness, and speak out for your friend or this person. Some of you are very mentally agile. Some of you are learning, or you're learning something new. Some of you are witty. Some of you are very witty. You're very curious, and you want to learn new things. Like, I'm getting that some of you are, you like to learn. You like to know things. Some of you are very chatty. Some of you like to talk a lot. You're very direct. You're blunt, I'm getting. Make sure not to get into gossip, though. Do not do that. As a person, some of you are young. Some of you are young, or it's representing someone in your life who is young. It could be a child or person who's young at heart. Just a lively, chatty, quick-thinking, analytical person, basically. So that is your present self right now. You're learning new things. You're very young at heart. Some of you are defending your friends or someone in your life who needs defending because something unjust happened to them. That's your current situation. So what your future self wants you to know that they're going to thank you for is represented in the Two of Cups. Okay, so the Two of Cups usually means that things are going well for you, and it has to do with partnerships. Your future self is thanking you for keeping your partnerships, your relationships, your friendships, whatever the case, to keep it harmonious. Because as you can see, there's two people here they're holding cups, and as you can see, like this lion and the symbol, you can see that there's harmony. They're not fighting. They're very, you can tell that they see each other as equals. Like, one is not better than the other. Your future self is going to thank you for maintaining your relationships like this. So that is a major message that I'm getting for you. You need to make sure that you're having mutual respect for the people in your life, so you can keep harmony. Definitely, that is what your future self is going to thank you for. So your future self wants you to focus on learning. The Three of Pentacles always has to do with learning something, studying, being an apprentice at something. Your future self wants you to focus on that. They want you to work hard. Whatever it is that you've got going on right now, your future self needs you to focus on that. Give it your 110%, because you're building a foundation to something amazing. The Pentacles always has to do with abundance, so I'm getting that if you continue to work hard on this, your future self really wants you to focus on it, because it'll bring you major abundance in your future. If any collaborations come through, because there are three people and they're working together, make sure you give it your all. Make sure you work really hard, and that's what you need to focus on right now. It's going to bring a lot of abundance, because I'm getting, if you are working hard with the Three of Pentacles, if you're working hard and you're giving it all, and you're giving the people you're working with a lot of respect, and you're treating them with respect and keeping the relationship harmonious, then definitely your future self is going to thank you for that. Because some of you can be really blunt. Because you don't have time to just walk around and just like beat around the bush, you know, like you say it like it is. Some of you might be young at heart, and maybe in a professional setting, some people may not like that, or it may not come across as professional. So that's why it's really important to make sure that you work hard and respect the people you're working with. So your future self wants you to cut off. We've got the Ten of Swords, but reversed. So your future self wants you to just focus on the fact that things will get better. You need to stop worrying, right? Because look at this man, upright, look at this man. He has all these swords in his back. Normally this card has to do with just worrying, and just it feels like disaster is happening and all these things. Your future self is telling you to stop that, because things get better. They're telling you that things are going to get better. You need to pull yourself together. You need to learn. It's telling you to cut off just not learning from the experiences. Like, I read today that the universe tells you things and wants you to learn messages it starts off small, and if you just ignore the lesson that it's trying to teach you, it's just going to keep coming back bigger and bigger and bigger until you eventually learn from it. So it's easier to just learn from it and move on the first time. Don't prolong your suffering. But it can also signify that some of your worst fears may be coming true, or at least you feel like the worst is yet to come. Oh my gosh, and all these problems and all these things. You need to stop thinking like that. I think that this is what your future self is definitely telling you. You need to stop thinking the worst. Stop catastrophizing. It's not going to help you. So, advice. We've got the High Priestess, but we've got her reversed. So the High Priestess has to do with your intuition. You need to listen to your intuition. You need to make sure that your instincts are correct. But this card is saying that you're not listening to it. Like, your instincts are telling you something, but you're just ignoring it. Like, for some reason, you're just like, nah, no fam, it's not for me, hey? Like, the advice that this card is telling you that you need to stop focusing on the opinions of other people. Stop worrying about other people and trying to get their approval and letting their opinion come between you and your intuition and what your gut is telling you. It's also an indication that you might be neglecting your own needs so you can take care of other people. So the advice that it's giving you is, so you need to stop doing that. You need to take time to connect with yourself and listen to yourself. You need to trust yourself, because you have all the wisdom that you need. You have everything that you need, but you're ignoring it for other people, or for, I don't know, maybe you're doubting yourself. Maybe you're doubting whether your intuition is actually telling you what you need to know. So that is the advice that your future self is telling you, because if you're going to be doing the whole shindig of like working hard, learning and collaborating with people and having harmonious relationships, you need to make sure that you trust your gut. You have to make sure that you can do this, because if your gut is telling you that maybe you need to take a certain path, and you need to tell the people you're working with that, you need to trust it. You know, even if they say, oh no, like, let's do it this way, and you know for a fact that it'll be better if you do it a different way, or you know for a fact that it's not going to end well, you need to make sure to trust your intuition. Like, don't allow other people's opinions to cloud your own judgment. Okay, so that's your talk with your future self. Now we're going to go in with the Starseed Oracle, and we are going to see what is the message for your soul for this reading. Okay, we've got the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. This is the card that we've got. This is the message for your soul for today's reading. All right, so we've got the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. So this card is serving as a reminder. The universe wants you to know that you are protected. The universe is always there for you, and that you need to just remember that if you're going through a rough time, you need to remember that it will work out. This is a reminder that if you are going through something rough, if some of you are going through some rough things, it's going to be okay. It's going to work out. It's a reminder that you are the universe's child. You're a child of the universe, and the universe is going to do the motherly thing and take care of you. It can also be a calling to mother yourself and others. Some of you might be a bit more of a motherly figure, but because of the Page of Swords being such a young at heart person, I'm getting that this card is more of the universe is mothering you, it's protecting you, it's making sure that you are okay. And it's also calling to remind you of your place in life, and to make sure that you know that the universe is watching everything that you do. Like, it's going to be there with you every step of the way, and you might be going through like a transition where you feel like you're going from one place to another, but if that's the case, the universe wants you to know that they are by your side. They've got your corner. They've got you in their corner. English. But yeah, that is your reading. Group number 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Let me know if it resonated, and let me know what you want to see next. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Alright, group number 3. If you picked the pile with the clear quartz, this is your talk with your future self. So let's start with your present self. Now, group number 3, yours is the most intense out of all of them. So buckle up, because whatty wow. But we're going to start off with the 3 of Swords. This is your present self. And a lot of people say that the 3 of Swords is one of the most feared cards in the deck, because it has to do with heartbreak. Some of you are going through a rough time. You're sad, you're unhappy, you're going through grief, loss. Some of you might be depressed. You're going through a difficult time right now, and my heart goes out to you. It really does. Right now you're just not having the best of time. You're really confused. Things are just not going your way. Some of you might be feeling really lonely. And some of you might be going through this. Like, this might still be coming. And it's going to impact you on a very deep emotional level. But I want you guys to know that all the things that we go through, they do teach us something. It's not fair that we have to feel the pain in order to learn, but there is always something to learn. So that is your present self right now. But listen, group number 3, your future self is thanking you with the 7 of Pentacles for your hard work. As you can see, there's a man standing looking at the fruits of his labor. Look at all those coins in the bush, and you can tell that he's been working hard and he's like tired. He looks a little bit defeated, right? But your future self is going to thank you for this, because right now you might be going through a lot, especially emotionally, and things are just not going the way you want, and it feels like it's not going anywhere. But your future self is going to thank you for not giving up. This is a major message to not give up. If you're doing a project, or there's something that you're working on and you feel like, oh my god, this isn't going anywhere, and it might be causing you some heartbreak, there is a message to not give up, because the fruits of your labor will be coming through, definitely. You can expect results with this, so major focus on that. Wherever your energy has been going, you're gonna reap the rewards. Sometimes it seems like nothing is happening, but you know how you plant a seed in the ground, you don't see when it starts to grow and plant its roots and like all of that. You just see when it comes out. So all that time when it's busy growing, you're not just gonna give up, are you? You know, the fruits will come out. It's gonna come out of the ground, and everyone will be able to see it. So listen. If you've got any ideas, ambitions, or goals right now, now's the time to focus on it. Like, your future self is gonna thank you for focusing on these goals that you've got. So it's not all bad. I know it started real harsh, but come on. So your future self wants you oh god, your future self wants you to focus on being flexible. You need to adapt, flexibility. You need to be resourceful and strategic with the things that you're doing, but don't be overly rational, okay? Your future self really wants you to focus on those things, because you might be feeling like the things that are not going your way, because clearly it feels like it's not going your way for a reason. You're not seeing anything. You need to make sure that you remain flexible. Adapt to what's going on. Adapt to the different stages of whatever it is you're doing, especially with the heartbreak that you're going through right now. Be a little bit strategic. I know this card usually has some connotations of trickery and like scheming and, you know, thievery, because I mean, look at him, he's freaking stealing. He's stealing swords. That's what he's doing. But it can also mean being flexible, you know, and being adaptable. So this is what your future self wants you to focus on. Don't be out there trying to trick people. Don't be out there trying to cut corners. Do not be thieving, okay? Don't do none of that, okay? I'm just saying. Now, when it comes to what your future self wants you to cut off. We have got the Seven of Swords. So usually this card has to do with it has to do with fighting for what you believe in. Group number 1 got this card, but upright. But your future self is telling you to cut off just letting go of your belief. Stop quitting, stop giving up. Like, your future self is telling you to just stop. Stop it, because you're going to reap the benefits. Like, you have planted the seed, and the roots are there. The roots are there. They're planting themselves. They may not be coming out the ground yet, but it's happening. So you need to stop giving up. You need to stop quitting. Like, stop feeling so defeated and not having the courage to continue with whatever it is that you are doing or that you want to do. Stop it. So you need to stop doing that. Stop losing control of the situation, or of, like, I'm getting a sense of don't lose control right now. But definitely stop giving up. Like, what's the point in giving up when you're going to literally reap the benefits? Now, as you guys can see, group number 3, you literally have 777 right after each other. So I was like, wow, okay. But I'm gonna give you the advice, and then we can get into the numerology, okay? So for what the advice that your future self has for you, we've got the 5 of Wands reversed, okay? So the 5 of Wands, as you can see, people are fighting, okay? But it's reversed right now. So advice could be, if you've got any kinds of conflicts going on, maybe because some of you might be thieving out here, okay? Some of you might be tricking people and shit. You are going to be finding common ground with those people, okay? Advice is to find common ground with the people, find solutions, reach agreements, compromise if you have to, just find peace, okay? Cooperation, everything that has to do with not fighting, that, okay? But it can also mean that some of you are, like, really tired of fighting, because I mean, you've got a lot of emotional things going on. Some of you might be feeling a little bit fatigued from fighting and all these things, and now you've got, like, a fear of confronting someone or the cause of your sadness, and maybe some of you are feeling shy, or you feel like you have to, like, suppress your emotions, or you're feeling intimidated. You don't have to do that, okay? It's okay to confront your feelings. It's okay to confront what's been hurting you, but do it with the intention of ending the struggle, okay? But it can also mean that there's going to be just an all-out, someone is looking for an argument, or there's going to be extreme aggression, or having a short fuse. It could be because some of you are being hurt, and you know, when you're really emotionally hurt, it can come with triggers. The advice is to make sure that you don't allow these triggers to overtake your life. Try and find harmony, try and find a solution. So we've got some repeating numbers, as you can see, with the 7s, okay? In numerology, 777 is about awakening your third eye to spiritual awareness, okay? So 777 is the symbol of intuition and inner wisdom, and it reminds you of your power and unique abilities and what you're supposed to share with the world and the universe. It's really about your intuition and inner wisdom. So that is a little extra message that you guys got with these tarot cards. So now we're going to go in with the Starseed Oracle, and we're going to just shuffle through for a message for your soul from your future self. Oh, okay. We've got the blue flame. Okay. Has to do with spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. Okay. Alright, some of you are going... Okay, my camera is about to die, but some of you are going through an awakening. And awakenings are not as simple and straightforward as people make it seem. It's actually a very rigorous process, and it leaves people feeling like really ungrounded. So I'm getting the feeling that perhaps some of this emotional turmoil you're going through is because you're in the middle of a spiritual awakening. I think this just gives some context of why you might be feeling this way right now. So yeah, just take this awakening and this process as a very, like, take your time, make sure to ground yourself, be patient with yourself, and just understand that you're just going through a moment of where you're like starting to realize things and you're stepping into your true self. So yeah, that is your reading group number 3. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment up below, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe, and let me know what you want me to do next. Okay, bye.